Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London, and today we are looking at how to choose A-levels wisely. Now, the first top tip here is to remember that particular A-levels may help with university course options. And for example, if you were to study biology, chemistry, physics, English literature, geography, history, maths, further maths, modern languages and classical languages, these are all facilitating subjects which allows you to give you flexibility and also to pick career paths which will help you for university. So this is something that you should consider if you're unsure about what A-levels to choose. So these are, again, essentially a list of A-levels for you to consider going into university. Number two is A-levels are more challenging compared to GCSE. So you do need to take this into consideration. The jump from GCSE to A-levels is most certainly significant. So you do need to think twice before you choose your A-levels. So, for example, if you didn't enjoy maths in GCSE and you still decide to choose A-level maths, then you probably will, make the wrong mistake and you will regret because you will have to study A-level maths for 2 years. Now, if you did not enjoy it in GCSEs, the chances are you are going to dislike it in A-levels as it's going to get challenging and more difficult. So think about it, take your time, there's still enough time. So you need to consider these options. And remember, with GCSE exams and GCSE content, you've got a range of subjects. You've got 10, 15 exams. Whereas in A-levels, you only choose 3 to 4 subjects. Now, if you can imagine, if you choose 3 to 4 subjects which you dislike, you will be forced to study subjects for 2 entire years with no other choice. So don't make that mistake of choosing the wrong A-levels and regressing in the future. Number 3 is particular university courses require particular A-levels. So for example, medicine, if there are any aspiring doctors, you would know that you do need A-level biology and A-level chemistry. So if you did not choose A-level biology or A-level chemistry, it will be extremely difficult to get into medicine. And I believe it's almost impossible without A-level biology and chemistry to get into medicine school. So that is just an example. But then on the flip side, there are other career paths that don't require particular A-levels. For example, law. So to become a lawyer, to study law in university, there's no specific requirements to study A-level law, etc. You can study A-level maths, you can study A-level economics, A-level chemistry, A-level psychology, whatever. But generally, the recommendation is to study essay-style subjects for A-level for law, because in university you are going to be writing a lot of essays and there's a lot of reading. So essay-based subjects, for example, like history and English, will allow you to make that transition more efficiently. Number 4 is some university courses have lists of subjects they don't accept. So that's dependent on the course you're applying for university. You need to look at what A-levels they don't accept. Now, although you are just going into college and it's still early days, you should start planning ahead when you finish college, what university and what course you want to study, and look at the requirements. What are the entry requirements to get into that course? So you need to look at it in advance so you can plan accordingly and know that you've met the requirement to apply for the course. Number 5 is understand myth from reality. That's important because many times a lot of students believe these myths, but it's not entirely true. You may hear something from your sibling, from your friends, family friends, from your neighbor, from your cousin, whatever. But remember, until you haven't had a go yourself, you would never know the true picture. And remember, it's subjective. Someone can find A-level maths difficult. Someone else might find A-level maths easy. Someone else might find A-level chemistry difficult. Someone else might find A-level chemistry easy. And it's very difficult to sort of determine whether you are going to struggle or enjoy an A-level. Don't just rely on people's opinion because everyone's opinion is different. Number 6 is many unis and courses will consider you whatever you choose. So if you have relevant experience, you have worked extremely hard in school during your GCSEs, your A levels, you've done some work experience, XYZ, then for sure the university will consider and look at your application. So remember, it is important to have experience within your personal statement, within your application, so you can stand out and get your firm choice. Now, just some warning in terms of what you need to remember when choosing your A levels is do in-depth research. Absolutely. So you have, the internet on your fingertips. So you need to make sure that you are researching in detail, looking at the pros, the cons of studying particular A levels. What are the pass rates, and what is the content? What are you actually going to study? And does it look like something that's interesting? One thing I would say is to look at the past papers for whichever desired A level you want to study and have a look at it. Does this look interesting? Does this look like something I can do well in? If the answer is yes, then you're probably choosing the right A levels. If the answer is no, then you probably want to consider your options once again. Another important point is that your A levels will pave a particular career path. So, for example, if you choose A level, as mentioned, if you were to choose A level chemistry, A level biology, then you are probably likely to go towards the science route or the science line and apply for courses in university related to science. So it's important that you choose your A levels wisely, as it does narrow your career options. And if you don't want to do that, then obviously what I would say is to consider picking a range of A levels in different fields, so it gives you some flexibility. So that's something for you to remember. And to wrap up this video, we have the final points, is that you can select up to 4 A levels. Now, again, you could have chosen 4 and then you perhaps drop one after 1 year. You do an AS, you get an AS qualification out of it, and then you have 3 entire A levels. Alternatively, you take on 4 A levels for the 2 years and you sit these exams and get 4 A level grades out of them, which results in more UCAS points as well. And a common question we have is, what is the difference between AS and A levels? So the difference in simple terms is that AS is your first year of college / sixth form. And if you decide to take, for example, AS Maths, everything that you studied and learned in first year of college / sixth form, you are going to sit an exam at the end of year 12 and you will receive an AS qualification. So you may think, what's the point of that? In simple terms, you get UCAS points. The more UCAS points, the more likely you are able to get a place in your desired university. So this is what the difference is between the AS and A levels. So I hope you all found this video informative and beneficial. We do have lots of A level content on the way come September 2023. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask about A levels or even BTEC, please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to press the subscribe button below, as it does help in us creating more education related content. Thank you for watching.